Hello, this is Fola from Water Woman. And today I just want to quickly talk about vagina odor. Yes, vagina odor. So vagina odor came to existence for me reflecting about a few years ago when I was constantly having like infection and all that. Eventually I figured out that um I can wear G-string. It's not healthy for me. I've seen people wear G-strings and all that, but for me personally, I can wear G-string. That was what my gynecologist told me. Anyway, so vagina odor, I just wanted to throw it out here real quick that do you know that the vagina itself has a particular smell to itself. It has an acidic content that gives it a particular smell. Now you'll be wondering why I'm just calling it vagina. Yes, we need to get to a point whereby we are comfortable to talk about our reproductive self. Okay, and I've heard people give the vagina a particular nickname and all that, but I will not be doing that here today. A vagina is a vagina. It is not a big deal. We shouldn't be attaching so much importance to this as if it's the end of the world. A vagina is just like us having a beautiful face, having our eyes, having our teeth and all that. We shouldn't add so much importance to it. And I always tell people too, do not add so much importance to me. Oh, the lady should sit down like this, whereas the guy could sit down anyhow. No, it's not a big deal. It is part of our body. It is part of the anatomy that God has given us. So I wanted to just let us know that that the vagina has a particular acidic balance that it has to be, and it gives it a particular type of smell. Okay, it gives a particular type of smell. Now, when you start having like infection, and how will you know if you have an infection? If you're getting like a very fishy odor, like a very grossy purulent odor, that you want to suspect you have an infection. When you start having like unnecessary discharge that is yellow, itchiness, redness, fever, burning sensation, yes, then you need to see a gynecologist. But if you have to know how your body smells. And what do I mean by that? Do you know at times that personally, even if I'm not there and my daughter wears a particular cloth, even without a perfume, I could sense that, Ara wears this. It's not as if she has a bad odor. It's not as if she smells or she has something very nasty on her body. But we all have a personal component of how our body smells, and that is why you could smell a particular perfume. I remembered one time I had gotten my kid's father a perfume, and I was expecting a particular smell on him, but I wasn't getting it. That's because we all have a different aroma, a different smell to ourselves that is unique to ourselves, and that is why it's very dicey when you want to buy your perfume or get anything that will complement your body. You have to know what smells works best for you. Whatever smell works for the other party might probably not work for you. Likewise, when we talk about our vagina, so you have to know the normal baseline of your body, of your vagina. Okay, now I was talking to my gynecologist, like this was about like 6-7 years ago. Like I said, I was constantly having like infection and all that, and she had told me I could never do without G-string before, and she told me that I'm very, very, my body particularly is very, very sensitive. So she had to stop wearing G-string. I had to stop wearing like what's this thing called? silk pants. You know, the only type of pant that I could wear, it has to be 100% cotton, and most of the time I will get those ones at Walmart. So if you've had this type of problem that I've had before, it's not a big deal, it's not the end of the world. You know, first of all, determine, is this an infection or is this a baseline for me? Is this a norm for me or is this abnormal for me? In you doing so, you will be able to guide yourself on what to do. But technically, it's been advised that 100% cotton pants always helps with the fresh air, you know, to make that thing look, smell nice and everything. And a friend of mine was actually telling me about some a honey pot cream also. You know, there are a lot of stuff we could also use, but make sure that you're not using a lot of stuff that will kill the natural flora, the natural bacteria that makes the vagina healthy. Okay, make sure you're not, you know, washing too much, dousing too much, and killing the normal bacteria that is expected for a vagina to be healthy. Okay, also make sure that you're doing your pap smear, what's it called, your pap smear, your mammogram, your, you know, every other stuff. We need that. Taking care of self means all these preventative measures of you checking your breast every month for lumps, doing the mammogram, your pap smear, and every other stuff we could do to make sure that we are healthy as a whole and holistically. So make sure that you don't get frustrated too much, and make sure you get yourself a healthy vagina out there. Bye. Yeah, sit down. Okay, hello, so I'm back. Earlier today I was talking about vagina odor, and so I wanted to get more views from my friends what they thought. Earlier I'd spoken about how we should try not to clean that much, but I have my friends here. We are en route to Ensenada, how we should treat ourselves hot pot really healthy. So I'm gonna start off with Bestie Kondi. She said she was anybody that wants to she okay, we could start with I know then.
Anybody that wants to say it, please. You want to start? No. Anybody that wants to just shifted it on you.
For me, I would say that conversation today, but you can only use water for that part because natural so to learn more from I will go for it as well, and if it's gonna make me good as usual. So what do you think?
Okay, who else wants to say?
What do you think?
Second, what she has said. Because I also believe that. Oh, do I need to face it? So I also believe that. You're also natural cleansing every day. No, I personally use one and it's perfect. So I feel like adding to shaving, frequent showers and good
personal hygiene, and also food, what you eat, what you
Pineapple.
eat, pretty much. Oh yeah, pineapples, yes. But also, like, if you have, just find something that works with your body. Don't use too much. You really don't have to put nothing up there. What you're washing is your labia and the skin around that area. That's what you need to clean for the most part. So I feel like in addition to water, you can use something that.
Okay, I know, like, there are a lot of like vagina specific products out there. So I am using one currently, and I've been using it for years, and it has really worked for me. Like, I don't smell down there, I never itch. My husband, like, he really likes it.
Okay.
There's one that I know of. It's from Femme Goddess, and it's called Pussy Power.
Okay.
It has pink rose quartz in it, those little stones in it, and I think they're supposed to vibrate like good energy, and it has like positive affirmations on the bottle. So
Positive affirmation?
yeah, tells you about pussy's power.
Oh yeah, that's
all that
nice.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Just
cool.
to give
And
you-
then we're gonna get Deborah's opinion and probably a little bit of medical view from it. Like, what will you think medically? Is it safe? It's not safe. Things like that.
I think the only thing I can say about that is being sure that it's stuff that's not changing your natural
flora.
thank you,
Natural flora.
you know, and keeping the pH of keeping it normal. So I think that's something that everyone will have to research, you know, and make sure that whatever product one is using is stable, not causing too much.
So that means you're encouraging the women to use products, or you're encouraging them to use just water? What is your take on using just water?
I think water is safe. If you're going to use product, then make sure you look into it and research it.
So having said that, we're all married here, and I'm going to move quickly because we're still talking about vagina. And just like I said earlier, we should be comfortable speaking about ourselves. We should be confident. Vagina is just like any anatomical part of our body, just like my eyes, my arm, and everything. So we should always be comfortable talking about ourselves and not sacred one aspect of it, or we are holistic. So having said that, I want us to quickly talk about sex in marriage. Sex in marriage, earlier I think I spoke about it in my previous video that's gonna come up, but I've had a couple of people, anytime I post on my WhatsApp, and they always tell me that, oh yeah, I have this issue, my take is and like I've always done also in the past, I always try to, because I've never dated like white men or Asian men, so I always talk about from the little that I know, being with an African man. But for me, I think sex in marriage at times could be boring. I'm not sure, maybe this man, maybe they think, oh, when they're trying to date you, they have to show you all their skills and power and like tell you that, oh yes, they are good. And technically, I always have to back up with the word of God. Adultery, fornication is not good before marriage, but I'm just saying. Now, when you get into marriage, my concern is why is it that sex in marriage is kind of boring? Why is it that at times it's either maybe the woman is drawing back or the man, like, and you don't have to be specific about your own marriage, it won't come after your man, I'm just kidding. But I just want to have a kind of an overview, what you guys want to say about sex in marriage. Is it boring? Is it fun? Is it something you want to do all the time? And what advice would you give to newer couples that are coming in? So whoever wants to go first.
I feel everything wears off over time. if you're doing one thing like consistently over time, you get tired of it. No matter how excited you were doing it at first, with like, you know, doing it all the time, you just get tired. I feel that's the problem with the sex thing in marriage. You know, you're sleeping with one person like every.
You're eating only rice.
So it's natural.
You want a mixture of everything.
It's natural and normal that you get tired. So that's why we encourage people, you know, do things. You know,
Oh, you get it. Enjoy everything.
try different things.
Go around.
You know, inculcate.
Move
That's not
around.
what she's saying, though.
That's what she said.
No.
It's different.
No, that's not what she's saying. That's not what
I'm not
she's saying.
encouraging anyone to sleep.
That's not what she's saying,
I
though.
think she's speaking to foreplay.
Yeah, that's what she is talking about.
Sorry, my mind is wild. I'm sorry, y'all.
Try it. My marriage. There's nothing to that and try again. You don't lock yourself with that. You're not trying anything.
Oh my God.
You know, so that's why, you know, there's this thing I was reading one time. You know, couples go on vacation and they do threesomes and all that. Like they just want to. It's just that adventurous. They want to try, you know, because they've been doing some one particular thing over
So
time.
do you advise
So
that?
I do not, you know. So that why don't you guys just, you know, do something different, the both of you, you
Like
know?
what?
Yeah.
Like
There's
what,
like a
though?
lot of things you could do. That's,
Like-
I know.
Be specific. Explain to us.
Tell us.
So this is going. I know this is. It's. I can't say some things. Right? I wanted to give an example with I and my, but I know this is going to, so I don't want to.
Okay, yeah.
So like I and my husband, we've been trying out different. Like this is my 10 years in marriage.
Okay, we've been going wild.
So
Okay,
we've been trying and it's working.
Okay,
You know,
good.
so
Okay.
I encourage, you know, people
That's
to
good.
do different. There's nothing like this is nasty in marriage.
No, you're married.
Exactly.
You're married. That's your husband. If you want to be
So,
nasty, you can be nasty
explore. And
together.
there's nothing like we are Christians, we are born again in marriage.
Even the Bible
No.
advises that you, because if you don't, it might make the man go out.
Exactly.
And
You stop it. The Bible only advises missionary.
no, but then what I mean is the Bible. What I mean is the Bible advises that you, like a couple, should do the do.
Yeah, and
Yes,
do it
and
very
they say
well.
only missionary.
No.
I'll find it for you. The Bible does not say do doggy. It's only
No,
missionary.
you say
No,
don't
it's
but
about
you satisfy
anything
your
that works
make sure
for
you
your
satisfy
marriage.
your couple and your
Exactly,
husband and
satisfy
the
your
wife.
husband.
too.
Your husband
And
owns
they even-
your body and you own his body. So eat it any way you want to do it. Just satisfy each other.
As long as you are okay with it, you know,
Exactly.
like whatever it is going to be okay with you after doing it, then do it.
And I think that's where communication comes in.
Right.
You know, being able to talk to each other. Okay, maybe let's try this. This works. Oh, this is good. This is not good. Let's try something different.
Right.
That's important too.
I think as African women, there's always a stigma as to if you enjoy sex too much, should you enjoy sex that much, or should it be your husband initiating sex? So for me, I'm a newlywed, so I mean, as you can guess, it's great. Like, and before I got married, we spoke a lot about like what we liked and the things we enjoyed. So when we came together, it was like, listen, there's no holding back here. Don't bring those traditional marital norms into this. This is us. We do us, and we enjoy us. That's it. So I think most men struggle with the fact that their women don't initiate sex. For me, if I want it, I go for it. If he wants it, he comes for it. And there's also something that says don't deny sex to your man. And I know sometimes as moms, working moms, you're tired. And you really don't want to go into that. But if your husband, it's like men are wired to have sex 24/7. And for women, at some point, it shuts down, yes. But I think that, like she said, there's nothing nasty in sex with marriage. So sky's the limit. But the Bible really does say only.
Because it's the same Bible verse that says the husband and wife should make sure they satisfy.
The Bible doesn't say any.
You not get satisfied with missionary.
No, the Bible doesn't recommend any position. So whatever works for every couple within the marriage, it's good to go.
Exactly. In fact, there was this guy I usually watch Kingsley Okonkwo, and somebody had proposed a question to him that that is oral. It's like, show me in the Bible where God did not that God says you should not do oral. That if your wife likes it, just like you said, you're in the marriage and everything. And I think I remember what he said was that the only reason why they don't want you even having an affair before having sex before marriage is because so you don't compare. Like when people come and they say my husband is not good, he said we'll ask them how do you know compared to who?
Yep.
You understand? But if you're with one person, you know that's all you've known all your life and all that. So you're satisfied with whatever it gives you. You know, but some people want their man to do monkey tricks like Steve Harvey said and all that. So, but we need to get your opinion to what you think sex.
For
in
me,
marriage.
like I would say that because me, I'm a kind of person. I'm not the sexy type that they really want to be crazy. I can go without having sex for a month. People would think I'm crazy, but you know, it depends on our perspective. Like I don't know, maybe it's my orgasm or my hormones, you know. But I just feel like, but I don't deny my husband, and maybe sometimes I will just be like, okay, I'm coming, maybe when I'm done with whatever I need to do or anything like that. But I just feel like what she said, we can, you know, just to make sure that the marriage and the relationship, and firstly, I also believe that relationship is not really based on that, because God forbid
it's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it, but like it's not like the 100% of it. Maybe it's, let me say, like 50%, then every other thing. Because like for me, I even like a situation whereby, you know, we are relaxed, you know, talking, you know, just normal thing. Then before we like, that's me, but it could be different from other people. So, but whichever one that anybody likes. Maybe if you want to feel like, okay, I want it this way, I want it that way, but you know, just make each other happy.
With me, I love sex. Everybody, they know that. I've always loved sex, so and I always love sex. And I talked about it. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
I have one question. Okay. So, what do you guys think about anal sex in marriage?
No, me, I would say it's a no.
that's a no.
That's
It's
a
a
no.
no for
Why
me.
is it a no?
Yeah, I need to know why are you
Because
against
It's
it?
an exit.
No, apart from it's an exit, I believe number one, you could get sick doing that. You like.
Health wise, it's not.
Then number two, what if it leads to your VG eventually?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, don't even go there with me. I can do some other things, but the other part, no, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be part of that.
God, no.
I can do anything in front.
I think it's personal preference for most people, because most people enjoy that kind of sex, and if you don't enjoy it, and then you
But the husband must also enjoy it
How
too.
will you know you won't enjoy it if you
Because
haven't
the
tried it?
husband must
That's
also
something
enjoy it
yes,
too. Because if the husband is not enjoying it and the wife is forcing the husband to do it,
or the husband is forcing the wife to do it.
okay, yeah.
That's always the case.
Oh.
That's always the
Yeah,
case.
the
The
husband-
husband will let him go and bring that thing.
That's always the case.
It's the husbands that usually initiate it.
Like seriously?
Is it the wife that will come and say, come and fuck my ass?
Well, to me, I'm going to look at it in different views. Personally, spiritually, and medically.
Yes.
Let me deal with spiritually at first. Just like we have, and please don't get upset. I'm not against any lesbianism. It's personally, and with my religion, we don't support that. But I'm not condemning anybody. But just like the way God, you know, has created man and woman for us to come together. But now we've had, you know, women, and there was one video going around in Nigeria with, I think you even sent me the video, a lady having sex with a dog and things like that.
Okay.
So there are lots of things that are infiltrated that are not okay spiritually in the spiritual world. Now, to me, even though I've not read my Bible to that extent to say, oh, anal sex is not good or whatever, but definitely that's the vagina is meant for sex, right? And the anal part is meant for poop. Why do we want to incorporate that? It's like, so to me, the way I'm looking at it is that if a woman and a woman can come together and we're condemning it, then the anal part also should be condemned, because that's not what the purpose is for, and the anatomy and everything. That's not what it's for. So that's a no for me. Now, if I want to talk about medically, from the little that I know, medically, you know, I did a little bit of research there. You're prone to getting more cancer. You do, because anytime you do something, you know, there's a way God. I always like to put God in whatever I say. There's a way God has created us now. God has created us that, okay, this our mouth is for eating. Then somebody will now come and say, no, I want to use this mouth. I want to be throwing up blood from there. It is abnormal. So anytime there's...
Well, what happened to people that give blowjobs from the mouth? I'm sorry.
Oral sex.
Oral sex from the mouth.
I'm not...
Is that wrong also?
Yes, I think if
I'm
you
not saying it's
No,
wrong.
that's
I'm
just
just
to do that.
asking.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm not
That's
saying it's
okay.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like I said, Kingsley Ogongo said it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, oral job, if I lick your wife too.
It's not you
But the anal part, you understand? I believe
Even your mouth is for eating. You can eat anything
Yeah.
inside your mouth. Okay,
Let's-
sis. You can eat anything
So that's
in your
the
mouth.
thing. That's the thing.
I
You're
know
you're not
it's
done.
for-
You
I think
are
it's
done?
recreational.
Are you done?
So medically, I don't think it's healthy too.
Yeah.
Then personally, I will not do it because I think it's gonna hurt. Because it's just like me having sex the first time and going through that you know. And from the reviews I've also read, I think, you know, after some time it will lose the elasticity. You start having diarrhea.
And mystical vagina fistula.
It will,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So to me, I would say a no to it. Yeah.
Front and back now.
Yeah.
But definitely oral sex, yes, that is good. Licking, that is good. But I know some men would not want to do that too.
But it depends on what you're comfortable doing.
Yeah.
So if you're
Yeah,
not
I'm
comfortable
telling-
doing it,
Yes,
then no.
yes.
So
That's
these
my
both
point,
parties are
Yes.
comfortable, have talked about it, and you know
And
they're
they're
willing
okay
to
with
try
it.
it.
That's
then,
fine.
yeah.
Yes.
Because me, I think if you can do oral sex, you can still do anal sex.
Yeah. It's
It's
preferential.
just what, yeah, you guys should just talk about it. It's just
Yeah.
like, what do you guys want? Because since you're doing oral, you can still do anal, like,
oral.
because it's all,
Listen,
you know,
sex
What do you
is
think
sex.
about one person only wanting to receive, like, maybe oral sex and not wanting to give the other
I think
person?
that's being selfish.
Then you don't get. A friend of mine actually told me that I won't say her name because she's going to kill me. She told me that when she first got married and she would always give her husband a blowjob and everything. Then she was like, what's up now?
Yeah, you have
You
to
can
go
leave
down.
this place, and the guy was like, oh no, I don't. She said,
Seriously?
So she now said for the first next 1 month, 2
No,
months,
I'm
that
not
guy
gonna
was not
do
like, what's up? Give me the tea. It won't be alive.
I don't know what
It
that
won't
sounds
be like, you know what the but the way she was said it,
That
she
is
was
so
like, no one, man, you know, but anyway, so she said she got now got, she's like, oh, okay, you know, so
together.
now that's a very good one. Anal sex. What else can we talk about?
About self-pleasure.
Self-pleasure. So you go.
I don't know, but as women, do you pleasure yourselves?
No.
Like, what do you mean?
I do,
pleasure?
like,
and I
like,
believe in it. Vibrators,
Yeah,
and
something like
things
that.
like that.
Yeah,
Best thing, you boss me a vibrator. Yes.
You have to put me on blast.
Yeah.
I did, but I don't have one.
I know, but yeah, when I told her that, please, when I used it wasn't good. Or she said I've never used it. So I was just helping you.
Like, I don't have one. I never used one.
So why do you buy one for her now? You want her to try it?
I
There's
know.
nothing wrong with
At
it.
that moment, I felt like she
Okay,
needed
okay.
this lady was stabbed.
this is a 21st
I couldn't
century.
help her.
Okay.
I like men.
You know, at the point
I
in
couldn't
time,
help her.
she even told me to come and collect her husband. She said, come and take my husband.
Listen,
I was just trying to help her sister, okay?
Oh, I got
okay, yes. So I think that there's things that you can introduce in your bedroom that if they work for both parties, then yes.
Okay.
Things like toys go hand in hand with self-pleasure. And I think that if a woman knows how to move around in her body, then she can always tell somebody how to pleasure her.
Exactly.
So that's my take on it.
Yeah, but will your husband be comfortable with it?
I think like she said, communication.
Communication.
It's just about what works for you, and like somebody also said, this is marriage. You're not. It's not wife. You don't have to be shy about it.
Oh,
You
no, I
gotta
do
talk about
understand.
it.
Like, okay,
You are
we're
we're in
now.
this for life. So if I keep shying away from it, He's only gonna be the one enjoying it. I'm not gonna enjoy it, and it doesn't work like that. I gotta enjoy it too.
I know,
You
but
know,
what
so-
I'm saying is, okay, take for instance,
I
your
will-
husband is this side, and you went to go and buy one that is bigger, and your husband will be like, that thing you kept in the bathroom is really intimidating me.
You don't need to make him
no.
say it. You don't.
Oh, you don't know. Okay,
Up on
okay.
his face all
Oh,
the
okay,
time. You know,
okay.
men and their
Yes,
ego. They're always gonna, you know. So
Okay.
just keep it
And,
to yourself.
and talking about self-pleasure doesn't always mean that you have a certain
Exactly.
kind of toy. There's
Oh, okay.
different kind of toys that both of you can enjoy.
Enjoy it together,
There's some
too.
that you can enjoy on
On
your
your
own.
own.
Oh,
Yes.
Right,
Uh-huh.
right.
So-
And then there's some that, in case your husband refuse, like the one that said the husband refused to go
I
down.
remember that
She
one
can
that you
get
can
the one
enjoy.
with
Yeah,
the
that's
lips.
one. Yeah, that's
One
one.
of you can enjoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it one time on
I think I have like
Instagram.
the link and then so I could put them on my post. So that
I think it's
I don't know.
on Instagram. There's a lot.
Anything on
time.
Amazon.
I don't use
I don't use it.
There's something on candy. Is it candy coated or something? Candy.
But
has
there's
like a
everything.
whole
I feel like
line of
there's everything on
stuff.
Amazon though.
Yeah.
So for
oh my
me,
God.
like, if your
some things you
husband,
shouldn't buy from Amazon.
so if your husband don't want to do some certain things, there are a lot of things out there that can help you instead of going out to sleep with another man. You know, so it's better you use the toys or whatever it is that
yeah,
you're
of
going
course,
to
then, yeah,
jump
oh,
from
yeah.
one man to other
Oh,
just to
no,
get
I-
satisfied.
No, you
So
can't
do you-
even do that.
So that's
Do you
why I
suggest-
encourage people to get toys and all that. Like,
So do you suggest just getting toys on your own, or having a conversation with your partner before getting them for yourself?
having a conversation
Yeah,
with
having
your
a
partner is very
communication.
important.
Talk
Because-
about it. Because what if you get it and then he
he's-
says
you
no?
know, and then it hurts his ego. You know, men.
Yeah.
Most of our men has a lot of ego.
And they
issues.
might not even tell you about it. They'll just
They
keep
just
it in
lock
there.
it up.
And also start small. Don't
know?
go
Yes.
to don't go
Yeah.
big.
I think it's a
So
good idea.
let the conversation
to
go
talk
like
about
this.
it.
Yeah.
Let the conversation go like this. You're doing this, and I love it. Like, sis, I love everything, but this particular one,
I'm not getting to
I'm
that level.
you know, don't go killing his ego. Don't go like, I'm not getting this thing. I don't know. Everything is okay. I love you. I love the way you touch me. I love you doing this. Start with the good ones. You know, let his ego be on the roof, and then you be like, but this particular one, you know, and this is what I actually need, you know. So can I get this to help me? You know, that every reasonable man will be like, okay.
And then pregnancy during sex is very good. So
Yes.
Oh, but I for one never enjoy it. So
Me too.
once I get pregnant, that's it.
And yeah,
Until like after I have my baby.
no, when I got pregnant, my doctor literally told me that I need to be having sex.
Oh,
I think
just
sex during pregnancy, if you can stand it, it's really great. I enjoyed it with my first pregnancy, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, hopefully, because it's always there's always that nothing else can happen. I mean, there and
no, but you know you can get pregnant while pregnant.
oh Lord.
yes.
I read it. I read it somewhere. No, I'm serious. I read it
another
somewhere.
side.
I've seen something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I read it
Like
somewhere.
two
You
babies.
can. I don't know how it works.
There's a
but I
lady
heard
that
it.
had two babies, but they were by different guys.
Different men.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
I
can
think
get
I saw
pregnant
that
while
too.
pregnant.
Yeah, I read that.
makeup. Yes, they were different.
I read
I know I
makeup.
read it somewhere. I don't remember.
With another guy, and she was, oh wow.
Yes. So the
Yeah,
two babies
she's
had
old.
different fathers. She was pregnant at the same time.
Yeah, I had the story too.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks to my amazing friends en route to Ensenada.